This build is actually super underrated, and you're about to see why. Hello, bros, squirrels, and girls. My name is Challenger Lion. I stream over on twitch.tv almost every day. But today, we're doing something a little bit different on this channel. Today, we're going to be making a build video. This build is actually one of my favorite builds. I thoroughly enjoy this build, and it's actually really good because you're able to just turn your brain off and just use it right out the box. There will be a link in the description so you can go over and copy it exactly, and then you can bring it over to your den. So anyways, let's get started with the explanation. Let's dive in, shall we? So the first thing we're going to talk about is our artifact slots. We are going to be using Sniper's Meditation, Solar Fumigation, Incendiary Rounds. We're also going to be using anti-barrier sniper rifle, that way we still have an anti-barrier. The other ones are just pretty much your choice, and then prismatic transfer I would recommend, but you don't have to do that one. On to the next. Now let's go ahead and talk about the main focus for this build. The first one I'm going to talk about is actually Tommy's Matchbook. Tommy's Matchbook is a 720 RPM drum mag assault rifle or auto rifle that has ignition trigger with sustained hits from it, causes scorch, which can cause ignitions. That's the main point right there, to cause those ignitions. And along with our subclass, which we'll get into in just a second, that will cause even more ignition. It'll just chain over and over and over. And then we want to talk about Speaker's Sight. So Speaker's Sight, it has a armor perk called Velocity, which healing grenades spawn a healing turret, and they automatically track as well. And then it also ties in with our subclass as well, which we'll talk about in the subclass segment. Alright, we are on to the final segment, the subclass one. So first, we're going to talk about our aspects, which is Touch of Flame. Touch of Flame's aspects is your healing solar, firebolt, and fusion grenades have enhanced functionalities. And our main one is going to be about the healing grenade. Improves the strength of cure and restoration effects applied. Consuming a healing grenade with heat rises also applies restoration to nearby allies. The next aspect we're going to talk about is going to be Helion. Activate your class ability to summon a solar mortar that lobs flaming projectiles at distant targets. Targets damaged by the mortar are scorched. Applying Scorched with Tommy's Matchbook means even faster ignition times. Class ability, we're going to be using Phoenix Dive, as it has a really short cooldown. Since we're focusing on recovery for our stat roll, that means we have a 32-second cooldown before we get our next Phoenix Dive. Let's talk about Fragments. Fragments, we're going to be using Ember of Char. Your solar ignition spreads scorch to affect your targets, which is how we keep chaining our ignitions on the smaller adds if we're focusing a big one. The Ember of Imperium. Solar abilities or ability final build to extend the duration of restoration and radiant effects applied to you, which means you can have an extended time to be able to get a solar kill to extend it out. Make it a little bit faster. Ember of Ashes. You apply more scorch stacks to targets, which is also another reason that you'll apply scorch really fast. And then the main one that I really think that makes this build extremely viable, Ember of Benevolence. Applying Restoration, Cure, or Radiant to allies grants increased grenade, melee, and class ability regeneration for a short duration. In PvE, applying certain buffs to allies grants a 400% additional base grenade, melee, and class ability regeneration for 6 seconds, which is actually insane, as you'll see in this background footage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest of the background gameplay is just going to be showing the gameplay loop of this build. Like I said in the beginning, I really enjoy this build. It's actually really easy to use. And the fact that it's using Tommy's Matchbook is very interesting indeed. If there are other builds you want me to use or review, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you want to support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button, because that'll really help me out and that'll tell me I'm doing a good job and that I need to keep doing these. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.